So today, yes, we had some acquittal, we had some gains, so we had some acquittal, and then I would say a huge chunk of it has been dismissed, which is fine. We disagree, we very much disagree, but it is worthy of note that the disagreement does not in any way erode our confidence in the judiciary and in the courts. Yeah, so I would speak with the defense legal team, and then we would consider and then explore all necessary rights to redress, under the parameters of rule of law. So, it's a win for Ghana, it's a win for rule of law. We have always maintained that we are not guilty, and we still stand by that. And listening to the lengthy ruling, certain keywords were very, essential, and they were like consistent. So, for example, there were words like presumption, we presume, it appears, it looks like, it seems. What that tells me is that it's just like, viewing it from on the face value, right? And not necessarily going into the fact of the matter. So I wouldn't also want to go into the merits or the demerits of the matter, because this is just the prima facie, which is like looking at it on the face value. So, well, it could be a mirage. And this is just one, person sitting down looking at it. So, yeah, once we disagree, the law permits. And we can always take it to, an appellate court or the legal remedies under, a legal dispensation can be exercised. And so we would go back to the drawing table, in an attempt to defend ourselves and then to affirm and then get a court to proclaim our innocence to the whole world. We would explore all the legal remedies, under, the law.
This affords you the opportunity to open your defense, because this is just a ruling, and to whether to make your case actually.
Absolutely. That's why I said we think that it is not like I read in a section of the media that says that we are afraid to open. No, nobody's afraid. From 6 years, 7 years, we have been here. All right, we have subjected ourselves as law-abiding citizens to, what the law says. All through from the circuit court now to the high court. So yes, but of course, the law permits us to exhaust, certain our right to offensively stand here and then say that we are going to do that. But I have to speak to my lawyers, and then we can come to that conclusion or otherwise.
So I presume that the last 6-7 years have been very challenging.
So when it becomes, if we exhaust all the legal remedies, of redress, and it becomes inevitable, right? It becomes inevitable that we need to open the defense. Why not? We are law-abiding citizens. We are subject of the state. We are not above the state. We are humble citizens, all right? So we will gladly, enthusiastically open the defense. And then all of you would hear what I have to say with respect to the charges that has been labeled. But as it stands right now, we are not guilty.
All right.
And that is instructive and very commanding.
Tell me how challenging the past 6-7 years have been for you. People clamoring here, saying that you defrauded them and all of that. How challenging has it been?
It's been very painfully challenging. But of course, we leave that to what doesn't break you makes you stronger. And I'm a believer, whatever God doesn't permit doesn't happen. So it's fine, it's very fine. I'm not a person that complains. Anybody who knows me will tell you, I don't believe in complaints, right? I embrace whatever comes to me. I hold a challenge and I try to make the most out of it. And so that's precisely what we're going to do.
Finally, before you go, the customers, throughout the course of the trial, you are making arrangements to pay or cater for some of
yes. In terms of payment, we are very happy. We've been constrained. Every company has liabilities. Companies lose money all the time, right? So it breaks our heart that people have had to suffer these unintended consequences. It breaks our heart, right? But we are before a criminal court. And if you know what the criminal court establishment is about, it is not a remedial court. It is a punitive court, a punitive and by extension a reformative court, right? So you come before a criminal court, you're not here to remedial. You're not here to remedy a situation by way of coming to pay debt. You are here, it is you against the state. So if they find you culpable, a punishment, a punitive sanction is imposed. So we are very happy. We want to exhaust this. Once we, by the grace of God and our firm belief in God Almighty, once we're able to exhaust this, then I believe we can, the state may decide to go to the civil court. And at that point, we'll be happy to, make the necessary payment, discharge our payment, obligations to our customers.
I presume you feel for the customers who are suffering.
We very much do. But I mean, one thing has to lead to the other. We need to take off this albatross of criminal, liability off our back, and then we can look at it from a civil realm. Then when we go to the civil realm, it's between us and then those we transacted with. Then we can negotiate, all right, and find a middle ground, and then do the necessary payment and we leave. Because before the criminal court, if you are making payment, as you guys all will recall, we started making some payment to the Ghana Police Service, right? We needed them. We didn't make the payment to them, but we needed them to aid us, give us security to be able to make the payment. But that effort has been thwarted by this criminal, proceeding or prosecutions. Because before the criminal, when you are before a criminal, proceeding, if you are making payment, what are you making the payment to? Is it to mitigate the punishment that will be meted against you if you are found culpable? Is it to stop the prosecution? What is it for? Yeah, so we cannot make payment before a criminal court, right? So we thank you all for coming. It's been a very interesting journey.
Your final message
in the recovery of the money. I mean, you people were there. You heard that. So the court is very keen in retrieval of this money. So he should hurry up and bring the money, because we are aware that he still has some of the money with him. Some of the properties, he's even hiding them. He should bring them quickly, because lives are being destroyed. To the extent that he thinks that he had the effrontery the last time at court to confront one of our witness, of our people, members, the guy who has a problem with the eye. He went and rushed on him. He should stop that. He should desist from that. We mean no harm. We mean no harm, and he should not think that he has any right to hold on to our properties. That cannot be accepted. We also want to use the media maybe to urge the finance minister. Recently we heard that there's a bailout package announced. We want, even though we have made a presentation to him, they should include us in the bailout. We want to be clear on that 1.5 billion Ghana cedis, whether Menzgold customers are part or not. We want to be clear on that one. So we want to urge the finance minister to be clear, whether Menzgold customers are part of it. We heard that he said it's for all institutions, all people who suffered under the financial sector cleanup. We suffered. We have lost 225 people. 5 people committed suicide. We also suffered. So we want to know that, because on 7 December, we are also going to take part in the decision-making process. Who runs the nation for the next 4 years? And like I said the last time, my people have asked me to say that they are going to cast their votes based on the money. And they will not mince words with that.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.